Alrighty, my cue popped for Burden of the Father, otherwise known as AE4, Alexander Raid 4. There is a large mechanical sphere in the middle of this room that we are riding this kind of circular elevator down to, or so it seems. But I don't think it plays any part in this. Instead, we have kind of what looks like a mechanical castle on four legs, kind of a spider castle, if you will. The abdomen seems to be like the core of this being. Mide is with us. You nod to her and she runs off. And it's up to us and our group of motley adventurers. And here goes. You want to focus on one leg, which it looks like we're doing right foreleg first. And the boss will just be kind of doing damage here and there. One person will be targeted with a blue sphere on their head, and then that person will be the target of these kind of fire spheres that pop out. And the video I watched said that a tank should pick them up. Really? I just took one because they're like, hey, I wonder what it does. And it did nothing, really. Like maybe a quarter to a third of my life. The off tank, quote unquote, and a DPS will be sucked into the body, where they will apparently have to take out something in there before they are expelled. And they just got expelled. They come up behind me. And then when that first leg is destroyed, the manipulator in the middle will drop down, and we got it to about 80% before. We will now be targeting the other leg. We want everybody to focus one leg. Yeah. Because the leg that you don't focus will just be healed to full. I can take one of these. Okay, and then a random party member, this time myself, will be targeted by 3 beams from outside the arena. And it looks like our off tank was sucked in again. Or a tank plus a DPS. And we got some jagged dolls. The video I watched said you want to like tank them separately, kill them separately, but whatever. Oh shit! Wait! Don't! I want to pick up. Yeah. Another person was targeted by 3 lasers. You can stand again in the way of a laser to absorb the hit. The second leg is down. The jagged dolls are down. But yeah, and that first target has the blue sphere above its head. 6 orbs from outside will kind of slowly move toward that target. And anybody can just walk in to an orb and absorb it. It really isn't that big a deal. I did it. It was nothing. I'm gonna keep my AoE heal kind of rolling on shit here. I'm not really worried. Avoid the circular AoEs on the ground. I'm getting hit by something. I don't know what it is. Okay, this guy has more orbs coming at him. I'm gonna pick up one of them. I ain't scared of no orb. Oh, fuck, I'll pick up another couple. And he's down. I wonder what happens if we just stack on this guy and absorb fucking everything. If you have a scholar, they can spam their AoE shield heal thingy. Well, not spam it, but like use it whenever it's necessary, yeah. Oh, the group just got hit. Use it. Or the group's about to get hit. Use it. Gordius is complete with the end of this. That apparently was more or less the core of Alexander and the end of this. Whose was it? There are so many Gordian shafts, lenses, pedals, bolts, whatever, yeah. Okay, we'll exit, we'll get a cutscene, most likely. You and Mide are lowering still further to that core that we saw earlier, the big kind of metallic sphere. It has little protrusions here and there. I say little, they're probably bigger than the size of your head, but yeah, Biggs and Wedge come down on another elevator. We're here, and none the worse for wear. So if you need another pair of hands, just say the word. They walk forward toward you. So this is the heart of the machine, eh? I knew I should have brought a bigger hammer. Not that I'll be needing it, of course. Isn't that right, Mide? Again, I can't do Biggs. That's Biggs. I think he's Irish. I just never... I have to, like, work myself into an Irish accent, and even when I do, it's still not great. Mide climbs this large orb, this large metallic ball, finds a control panel, apparently, types in a few commands, and then leaps down from it. It kind of goes dark for a second, and then all of those kind of openings light up in kind of patterns here and there. And then it opens up. Like the iron, reddish outer part of this ball opens up to expose this kind of metallic core with like several rings forming a sphere, basically. Look! And then from another elevator comes down the gobby bad guy with his cat. Greater unknowings in brain cases of unwise than Quick Thinks believed. Perhaps Quick Thinks judged too quickly. Perhaps Illuminati should study Uplanders. His voice probably isn't that cool, but he gets like a message on his link pro. It is before eyes of Gobby? Good. Do not fail. Illuminati have no use for failing Gobbies. I wonder what his voice was before I started doing this horrible, evil voice of his. End of Gobby's long wanderings is close. And then his elevator actually goes outside of the circular platform we're on and down further, and then out of sight. Something isn't right. Something isn't right at all. The way Quick Thinks spoke, you'd think he had won. He didn't seem too bothered, that's for sure. Do you think he might have planned for us stopping Alexander's core? I'm gonna do Biggs as kind of my Rogadin darker voice. What was it the chief said again about the Illuminati finding what they needed to complete their plan? Something along the lines of a missing piece, I thought? And what of Quick Thinks' honor guard? The two dolts who are ever at his side, why weren't they here? The Illuminati must surely have known we were coming. What could be more important than protecting their leader? Biggs and Wedge look shocked at each other. You don't think he sent them to Idleshire, do you? While our backs were turned, like? That would be... Come on! They bolt off. With Mide following, and then you standing there like a dolt. Okay, let's exit. Oh yeah, those rings, those like metal rings that were forming a sphere with kind of a cap on each end. There were also, I would say, thinner rings that go perpendicularly, forming like a sphere the other way. The quote-unquote other way. Leaving the Gordian knot here. And then speaking with red bricks outside the entrance we've been using. Excuse me. Giant loses power. Uplanders succeed. Never mind that, man. Did the Illuminati come? Is Idleshire safe? How does Uplander know? Yes, many Illuminati come to take stuffs of Gobbyflock. Great was chaos, but suddenly Illuminati go and take only junk not worth Jingleshine. They came barging in, ready to start a war, and then escaped with a handful of bleeding junk? Hold on a minute. Where were they last seen? Redbrinks thinks near the shortstop. Round Rocks, come on! That was Wedge. I'll go and find the chief. He'll know what to do. I'll go and find the chief. The pulsing heart is complete.
Here, I wanted to, you know,
What?
paid for.
Oh shoot.
TK and Owen have always had such a special...
Stop it. Fucking Hulu just turns itself on if it's been idle and you just click the window. Literally, not clicking like in the window where like clicking it would be unpause it, just click in the fucking window. Anyway, that was Burden of the Father, followed by the Pulsing Heart completed. And now we will do Enigma. Uplanders are gone too long for comfort of red bricks. Shortstop is place of clashings with Illuminati. Illuminati are up to no good. Maybe using confusion to do foul things. Uplander must go and see. Make sure all is well. Alright. Sure, let's go do that. I joined a fate, only to leave my fate. The fate. A fate. Update. Gal still has not sent me any kind of message. Tomorrow, it is 3:30 p.m. today on Wednesday. Tomorrow at like 6:30 p.m. will mark the exact week since I heard from her. Literally nothing. And I've recorded a voice message that I want to send her tomorrow. I'm kind of tired of just like pretending that I'm someone else, because like I didn't pretend at all when I was talking to her, so why would I pretend at all once the communication just completely dried up? And I don't know why. Again, I don't know why. So yeah, I'll send that tomorrow and see what happens. Is everything still as we found it? They haven't come back, have they? That was Wedge. No, they're gone for now, and everyone seems to be fine. Physically, at least, but Roundrox looks forlorn, looking at the spot where all her junk was. Gone! All gone! Poor thing. Poor thing. The Illuminati took everything. I'm just glad she was off collecting trinkets with back bricks when they came. I daren't think what might have happened had she been here. She hangs her head, kind of nods a little bit. Come, come, little one, dry your tears, says Sid. And then... Oh. One thief, unconscious. We found him lurking near the edge of town, not far from your treasure, Roundrox. Biggs has a couple crates, like big old boxes, in his arms. And there's an unconscious goblin that Sid, I guess, tossed on the ground. And all of Roundrox's stuff has been returned. Uplander brings treasures home! Thanks to Uplander! Many, many thanks! It was all Biggs, little one. He had a feeling a few soldiers might be lurking around, waiting to ambush us. And this is what we stumbled onto when we went to look. Biggs puts a hand in the back of his head like it's nothing. But why did the Illuminati take Roundrox's collection in the first place? Surely that can't have been their goal, says Wedge. I wouldn't be too sure. Were I to guess, I'd say that the Illuminati believed something they wanted was hidden amongst Roundrox's pile of trinkets. Rather than waste time sorting through them, they decided to take the lot. But when they subsequently realized they didn't have what they were looking for, they crept back into town to wait for a chance to seize whatever it was they actually wanted. What if bad guys want most favoritist treasure of Roundrox? One that is safe with Uplanders? Ah, the machine that was doing the translations for us, or like the code breaking kind of, sorta, or communication interceptions. You mean the glowstone that Mercy borrowed? But of course, it's been sitting in the decoding machine all along, says Wedge. Yes, Roundrox would be sad without pretty glowstone. It is special treasure from near Old Castle, rusty one that was left by Uplanders from before. Wait, what do you mean before? Roundrox, were you near the Charlene ruins when the metal giant first appeared? Roundrox nods. Yes, Roundrox saw a whirly-cog giant stand 3 years ago, but was only for a little bit, and big gobbies do not believe Roundrox. 3 years ago, when someone tried and failed to summon the primal. Roundrox walks toward the communication interceptor, fiddles with it, takes out the stone, holds it. It shines very brightly, and then sparkles. Lots of stuff in the air, and there's like a hologram in the air now. A fragment of the codex of all the places in the realm. There's this like circular thing that's kind of like spinning on an axis. Only a fragment of the original. So that crystal must be the Illuminati's missing piece. And Roundrox had it this whole time. Fade to black. Roundrox and Mayday are talking. Biggs, Sid, Wedge, and yourself are talking. We may have stopped their primal and taken their prize, but our foes are not about to admit defeat. They'll be back and out for blood, like as not. But we've got you, Mercy, and I'm sure you'll be ready for the onslaught when it comes. Might I suggest you make merry till then? Biggs and Wedge give you a couple like, yeah, hurrahs, and then walk off. And then, Red Mage for a second, speak to Roundrox to turn this in. Roundrox is happy. Many friends worry. Think of Roundrox. Uplander is one. Roundrox thinks kind Uplander. Let me chime in as well, Mercy. Roundrox's home needed protection, and you provided it. Not many would do that, and certainly not in the face of a primal. You have my thanks also. That was Mayday. The best I can fucking do. Mayday helped Roundrox too. Uplanders have good hearts and kind. Only so many of us find Machina pretty, my dear. We have to stick together, don't we? Did Mayday always like whirly cogs and bitty bobs? Not like you, Roundrox, my love. My love, he adored the things, inventing, building, and tinkering with them. Mayday always touches hurt mark when remembering. The scar on her head, face. Do I? Well, I suppose I do. Those times were something else, little one. My friends and I, we were lost in our dream. We thought to put back the pieces of the broken world with logic, reason, and technology. And we were certain we could do it, too. I hadn't much skill with thinking up things or making them, but I helped in my small way, and that feeling of aiding in someone else's dream, sharing it, washes over you like a wave of happiness. I've never felt that way since. Now, it all seems so far away. Even the memories feel like I dreamed them, rather than lived them. Well, enough of that. Roundrox is right, Adventure. You're a kindly soul. Keep an eye on our girl till next we meet, will you? Mayday gives a hand in farewell, walks off, and Enigma is complete. And we get a tarnished Gordian bolt. Now that I know what the fuck that is. Oh my, there's another quest. Rearmed. This might just be doing Alexander all over again. We'll see. Roundrox thinks long and hard on what to do with precious glowstone. It is most favoritist treasure of Roundrox, but glowstone is also what Mide seeks all this time, and has already brought Roundrox 3 whole years of joy. So Roundrox decides to give it to Mide, so she can be happy too. For now, Roundrox entrusts treasure to Uplander, to give to Mide at next meeting. Even meanest gobbies dare not try to take glowstone from mighty Uplander. And she hands you the glowstone. Roundrox does not know where Mide is now, but she often gazes out on giant of whirly cogs from Broken Watercross. Maybe Uplander finds her there. Rearmed. And sure, I will go to there. Is she on the bridge? Oh, yeah, she is. She's at the top. She's at the apex of the bridge here. A broken bridge, mind you, where you will just fall to your death. It does not allow you to fall, though, so it's like, yeah, it's one of those. From afar, the mass of steel has a certain majesty, does it not? But something tells me you didn't come here to share the view. What is it? You explain. Roundrox means to give me the Codex fragment? I couldn't possibly accept. She values that stone over the rest of her treasures combined. And yet, it may be safer in the hands of one more capable of defending it. Safer for all concerned. Gods know the Illuminati will stop at nothing to get it. Very well. If she feels I should have it, I will hold it in safekeeping for her. Enigma Codex fragment handed over. Cutscene. Alas, it is of no more use to me than any other rock. You doubtless recall the moment when Roundrox first revealed the Codex fragment to us, yes? When she took the stone in her hands, a piece of the Enigma Codex burst forth unbidden in a brilliant flash of light. Yet it had been handled many times by others, yourself included, without ever betraying a hint of the secret contained within. Did you not find that strange? I myself was surprised, albeit for a different reason. The Codex is protected by an arcane mechanism, you see. Only those who share its fundamental principles are able to view its contents. It is rare indeed to find an individual with the qualities required to read it. You kind of look like you're in thought. That Roundrox possesses such qualities is an unexpected blessing, to be sure, but if the Illuminati were to learn of her secret, she would be placed in grave danger. Even as we speak, they scour the hinterlands in search of their elusive missing piece, but as far as I know, they still view our friend as a mere collector of misplaced items. For her sake, we must do our utmost to draw their attention away from Big West Shortstop, before they take it into their heads to return, and it is for that reason that I mean to leave this place. When the Illuminati learn that I have the fragment, it is my hope that they will focus their efforts on ascertaining my whereabouts. Needless to say, I may not return to Big West Shortstop for some time. While I'm gone, I would ask that you watch over Roundrox. See that she does not come to harm. You have my thanks, adventurer. She looks at the stone in her hands, shakes her head, looks toward the dome, the protective, magical dome barrier that surrounds Alexander. As I thought, I am no longer worthy. You cock your head. Here comes a goblin. That doesn't look like Roundrox. Backrix. Wedge searches for Uplander with much urgency. Uplander must return to Big West Shortstop at once, says Roundrix. Backrix, sorry. Did I say? I don't remember what I said. I don't think it was Backrix though. Jazz Wolf, excellent. I just listened to Dana Carvey and Tom Segura on the Two Bears One Cave podcast for like a couple hours, and Dana Carvey is still very, very funny. Very, very funny. He was also Garth, if you didn't know. That's why when I said Wayne's World or Jazz Wolf, Wayne's World, he was Garth. Party on, Garth. Party on, Wayne. There you are, Mercy. Not a moment too soon. The Illuminati are getting ready for something big, says Wedge. Y'shtola reports that Alexander has started drawing massive amounts of ether from the surrounding land, which can only mean one thing. The Illuminati have resumed their attempts to revive it. And what's more, Backrix reports that the goblins are amassing substantial quantities of explosives and supplies. By all indications, they're building another weapon. In short, it's bad. But it's nothing a bit of strategic thinking can't fix. They say he who strikes first strikes last, and that's exactly what I intend to do. I've devised a plan which shall allow us to take the Illuminati unawares, and like you to spearhead the assault. Our rendezvous point is to the south, on the cliffs overlooking the Thaliak. Biggs has gone ahead to scout the area. We shall await your arrival there. Okay. Just want to break. So much talking. Ooh. There's an etheric current here. Have I missed it this entire time? Or has it just popped up? Because I actually did the Alexander quests. / fights. Oh, nope. Attunement complete. Okay. That's what I've been missing in this zone on all of my other characters. I never did Alexander before now. Because I never did the plus quests. Because they didn't have etheric currents. Why not? Why would I do that? Alright. Here's Biggs. Mercy, good to see you. I take it Wedge told you the situation. You ready to hit the Illuminati where it hurts? Pat your chest. Yeah, I'm ready. That's what I like to hear. The chief will be here soon, and then we can get things underway. Cutscene. Oh, won't you fly, free bird, yeah. Bloody hells, if it ain't Y'shtola. No one told me you were coming. An etheric disturbance of this scale demands my personal attention. Judging by the marked fail in ambient ether concentrations, the situation is far graver than previously assumed. And you are certain that steel monstrosity is to blame? She nods. We all look to it, still kind of in its same mostly inert state with some mechanical movements. I can see no other explanation. The giant's innards are well nigh saturated with ether already. Yet I sense something else, an irregular energy coming from within the barrier. Irregular. Be that as it may, I'm afraid we have more pressing concerns. The Illuminati are up to something, and we mean to hit them before they can put whatever it is they're planning into action. Wedge takes a couple steps toward the communications interceptor, smiles. To which end, allow me to introduce my newest and perhaps most astounding invention, the Electro Jammer 3. First of its kind. Biggs applauds above his head. Y'shtola does a couple, light knuckle raps against her cheek. Biggs's applaud kind of dies out. Nobody else had applauded. Speechless with astonishment, I see. As well he should be. The high-frequency waves emitted by this device will interfere with any and all enemy communications, making it impossible for them to coordinate an effective defense. With it working in our favor, victory is all but assured. I see. So assuming I've understood correctly, you need only activate this electro jammer of yours, and the Illuminati will be plunged into disarray, affording Mercy and her friends ample opportunity to take them unawares. Very well, proceed. Wedge kneels down, presses a button, and it is active, or activating. Wedge, is this supposed to happen? It's emanating a lot of, like, electromagnetic pulses, and of varying colors, and then the energy kind of grows and grows and grows, and then it kind of, oof. Sinks back down. Bloody hells. And then another light lights up on Alexander, and a lot more of it starts to just move from out of the water through that big old dome magic barrier. Could be like a cannon arm. Oh no, it sinks back down, or like it actuates back down into the ground outside the barrier. And now there are two arms on the ground, and Alexander looks like his eyes are aglow now. That was the second eye that lit up. And he starts to lift himself via those two front arms. They are just massive castles in and of themselves. His eyes glow, steam vents from several ports around his head and his hands. And now opens up another portal in the second arm that has grasped the land. You've woken it up! Nay, only the left arm stirs. Could the waves emitted by your device have disturbed something within the barrier, Wedge? It's not my fault! Sid laughs. Not to worry, Wedge. With the Illuminati hard at work reviving the giant, 'twas only a matter of time before parts of it started springing to life. You just gave this one a little extra nudge. On a brighter note, it would seem you saved us the trouble of finding another way in. Mercy, old friend, it's time for your customary heroics. The Illuminati are likely still scrambling to work out what just happened. Before they do, I suggest you hop across the river and show them what for. You do the fist and palm thing? Yeah. I must needs discuss these developments with Master Matoya. Sid, would you be so good as to accompany me? Your insights may well prove useful, says Yuchitola. He says, yeah, why not? Kind of arms up shrug, or hands, palms up shrug thing. Biggs and Wedge give you a two big thumbs up. I love the characters sometimes, because there are characters. Please, let this be all. Oh, no, we get another, like, wide out view of Alexander with that lead goblin, the goblin kind of leader dude of the bad Illuminati, looking on with a couple of his compatriots and the cat. The cat. The core stirs to life. The future unfolds exactly as expected, exactly as written. I don't think that's the voice I've been using for this entire time, but it's okay. I am who I am. Okay. That's it for this video. See you guys soon.